Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got a little bit of an update for you today, but before we get to that, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. 64% of the people watching these videos are not subscribed, and by doing that, you can get a little notification whenever CRPA TV pops up with a new video. It'll also really help us with the algorithms when you hit the like and the share button so we can get this information out to as many people as possible. So I wanted to circle back around. We've done this a couple times with Chuck on already, just talking about the DOJ leak of information of CCW holders in California. There's been a little bit of a breaking thing here, and I just wanted to make sure everybody had the resources that they needed in order to get what they want. In our conversations with Chuck, something that was mentioned was a class action lawsuit that was filed by the National Association for Gun Rights. We've gotten word that they are no longer pursuing that class action lawsuit. So, primarily there were two options if you were looking to seek any sort of damages from the California state government when it came to this leak of information. Now there's only one. That class action lawsuit is no longer being pursued. So really, it's kind of fitting, I guess, when you're talking about the Second Amendment, because it is the right of the people, and it is the right of the people to hold that right. We're going to have to pursue this individually. Fortunately, what CRPA has been pursuing primarily is to ensure that people had what they needed as far as government claim forms to file their own lawsuits. So that's the information that we've been trying to push out in those videos with Chuck. That's the information that we're trying to put out now. And I think that this brings a couple of other glaring perceptions to this community that I want to get to later. But first, just to make sure that you have what you need, please, the links are down below. Go ahead and visit the CRPA website if you don't want to use those links to get a hold of this government claim form. There's a few things that you need to know, okay? And Jacob, maybe right now is a good time to put up that graphic so that they can see where they need to go on the website in order to find this. But I just want to go over a few things. How do you know if your information was leaked? Well, first of all, if you're a CCW holder or you applied for a CCW, it's more than likely that your information was leaked. So that would be the primary tell right there, whether or not you have gone through the application process, and if you've obtained a CCW, to know whether or not your information is leaked. If you want to know how to fill out the government claim form, we have also provided a sample government claim form. Once you get it, you'll get the empty one. You can pull up the one that we've filled out right next to it. Even if you want to copy and paste it, that's fine, minus your personal information, obviously, because they're going to need your name and things like that. Also, it's going to ask for an attorney. You don't need to write anything in that spot right now. So if that ends up being a deterrent to you, that is not something that you need to put on the document. Who your attorney is, you can leave it blank. And then finally, when do I need to do this by? The cutoff date is December 20th. So just to be clear, if you in a year's time end up finding out that there should be damages paid to you, this DOJ leak, caused stress, duress, harm to you, if you find that out in a year, you're not going to be able to sue the government. Okay, getting this claim form in right now is what ensures that you can, a year from now or anytime in the future, file for a civil suit against the government. So please make sure and understand December 20th is the cutoff to fill out this form and get it into the court. And with that, I just wanted to touch on a couple of glaring things that I've seen within the community when it comes to frustration just around filing lawsuits. First and foremost, there's a couple ways to do this. You can file a lawsuit to raise money, or you can raise money to file a lawsuit. I think that's an important distinction to understand, and it really does happen both ways. Not just in the firearms community, in other communities as well. CRPA raises money to file lawsuits. And really what that comes down to is wanting to ensure that the rights of the people are restored. I can't say the same when it's the other way around, and I'm not even implicating, any other groups having to do with this DOJ leak when I say this. I think it's just important to understand if we're donating to various groups, make sure and do your homework on what those groups do, what successes they have had. You want your money to make an impact when you're donating. So please try and understand. It's important to do homework because there are people out there who file lawsuits to make money, not the other way around. I think CRPA's record shows for itself. We've got a bunch of high-profile cases that are currently being litigated. We've had plenty of successes. Those things speak for themselves, but that is an important distinction that I wanted to touch on. And secondly, just timing frustration. I get a lot of questions, not necessarily out of frustration, sometimes out of curiosity. Hey, why haven't you guys filed a lawsuit on this yet? When is this coming? And this is aside from all the questions of when are we going to find a decision, because that's 100% out of our hands. But it's important to understand also that you want to make sure you have a winning case before you file something. Otherwise, what are you doing? And this ends up being a really good example of that. When I'm not an attorney, but when, our attorneys looked into the class action, they came to the understanding that maybe the individual suits was a better way to go. We want to make sure and file something that we can win. And this government claim form is the best chance that we have right now. So I just wanted to make those things abundantly clear. Again, all the links are down below in this video. Please, if you feel like this is something you want to pursue, I'm going to pursue it. Go ahead and visit those links, or you can visit the website to find those documents there. And one more time, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe to these videos. We really want to get these notifications out to as many people as possible. Let's recover those damages that were due to us, and we're going to keep fighting for them. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.